Good morning. My name is Nicole. If you're not sure who I am, as we end our month on the theme of gratitude, I want to start by just expressing how deeply gracious I feel that I get to be here in this capacity with you today. Many of you know me as the board president, but today I join you as an aspirant to UU ministry. As I finished my first semester in seminary at Star King, I wanted to name that this community has held me and supported me every step of the way, and I can only hope to continue to live, learn, and love in a way that honors your belief in me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your trust and your warmth as I continue to grow towards the light you all provide me. This time of year, there's so much we are expected to tend to. Many of us have just hosted or attended gatherings, tending our homes and to our guests. We spent time with leaf blowers and cleaning garden beds, preparing food, cared for our children, and are doing our best to help everyone feel safe and supported. We pay attention to things like how conversations tend to move towards politics or anxieties. We tend to bite our tongues to keep the peace. And most of us tend to lean into the busyness of the season, almost as if it's required. Just this week was Thanksgiving, my husband's 20-year high school reunion, and I am preaching today. In the next 2 weeks, I have 4 papers due, a board meeting, my daughter's 15th birthday, my mom coming to town for her dance recital, and which is the same day as our congregational meeting, next Sunday, 11:30. And I have 5 concerts with the local community choir I sing with. And I know many of your calendars are just as full. We tend to overbook ourselves, especially the moms, because we want this season to feel magical for our children. We tend to eat more, drink more, sometimes in celebration, sometimes for coping. Oh good, not just me. And even though we're told to remember the reason for the season, the truth is that capitalism and consumerism have largely claimed the season for themselves. And if we don't participate, we're made to feel like a Scrooge. So today, I want to tend to something different. I want us to spend a few minutes tending to our hearts, to our spirits, to our bodies, and to one another. At a pace we rarely allow for ourselves, and a pace that is worthy of our attention. So I would like to invite you into this moment and into this place. Join me in noticing your feet on the floor. Notice your breathing. You don't need to change it unless you want to. Gently move your neck from left to right. Maybe take a deep breath and release with a sigh. Or go ahead and yawn. I won't take it personally. You don't need to perform or fix anything for anyone right now. For the next few minutes, we are going to, as Ralph Waldo Emerson says, adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. In a time where we are supposed to be celebrating gratitude, we forget to have gratitude for ourselves. True gratitude requires us to slow down enough to feel it, because gratitude isn't just a posture, it's a sensation. It's a feeling. Part of the reason for the disconnect from the natural world's pace in our culture is this idea of needing to finish things in time. We treat December like a sprint. Finish the shopping, finish the year, finish the semester, finish the projects, finish the social obligations. The entire season is made up of making lists and checking them twice. Or if you're like my family, making lists, losing them, and then making them again. Yet, if we look to nature, we can see that December is not just an ending, it's a transition. It's a threshold. It's a period of time between this year and next. If we were to follow nature's rhythms, we would be slowing down enough to tend to deeper questions, such as, what did this year teach me? What did I carry for too long? What surprised me? What am I still carrying into the next season? And what can I put down? As the song we sang earlier reminds us, nature doesn't hold tightly onto its leaves. All the leaves have fallen down because it trusts in the cycle of letting go and rebirth when the time is right. The earth treats this time of year with gentleness and quiet. What would happen if we treated ourselves with the same gentleness and the same quiet? When I first began attending UUCA, I was in the middle of my own confusing transition from an old life into something unknown. I believe that one of the reasons I'm standing here today is because of a sermon about thresholds. In that sermon, Reverend Kathleen, who was our interim minister after Reverend Fred's retirement, preached about doorways. Our culture doesn't appreciate doorways. When our kids are little, we tell them, in or out. I still do that. She's a lot older now. And we know if we stand in a doorway too long, we can block others from coming and going. We like to know what's on the other side of a door. Is it cold? Is it raining? Who's out there? When we're moving from one place to the next and we don't know what's on the other side, it can be terrifying to walk through, even if staying where you are isn't working anymore. Reverend Kathleen told us it was okay to stand in the threshold for a little while. Do we normally pause there? No. But can we? Yes. It is okay to stop and look around and to notice what we're leaving behind and what we're moving towards. I needed permission to be in that threshold longer than what felt comfortable, so I'm offering that to you as well. Many of us have had unexpected transitions this year. We're still living in a time of rising fascism, which feels like a car with no brakes, and we're constantly deciding whether to try and steer it or jump out of the moving vehicle. Many of us have had to leave behind jobs or people that we've loved, or make hard decisions about how we're going to spend our time and our resources. The holidays throw everything into fast forward, yet the heart asks us for something else: presence. And presence requires honesty. For many, this season holds grief around a table where someone used to sit, financial strain, fractured relationships, loneliness in a crowded room, nostalgia that aches, and exhaustion deep in our bones. Tending the heart means acknowledging this truth without shame or justification. The reason we tend is because our hearts are tender. This season is tender. It is not just merry and bright. It is complicated and sacred. Our bodies tell us what is true long before our calendars do. The heart reminds us that we require pacing and provides a constant reminder and consistent invitation to slow down, not speed up. And sometimes we need a reminder from poets or from songs we've carried with us that life isn't asking us to rush through it. As Billy Joel sings in Vienna, slow down, you're doing fine. I have learned that ministers often say that we preach what we most need to hear. And I will be the first to admit I need that line. I need to slow down. I need to remember that justice, equity, transformation, growth, grief, love, healing, None of them happen on a holiday schedule, a church schedule, a school schedule, or any schedule that's convenient. Their pacing is almost always very inconvenient, but we don't grow when we're comfortable. The season asks us to hurry, to sparkle, to be productive and presentable, but our hearts are not factories. They are hearths, not bonfires or spotlights, but slow embers that need space to breathe and tending so they don't burn out. That breathing room and gentle tending is where real gratitude lives. It is where spirit lives, and it's where we return to ourselves. So as we move into the coming weeks, I invite you to practice one act of tending. Not perfection, not productivity, just one small tending of your own heart. Perhaps rest when you're tired. Speak gently with yourself or your kids. Breathe before you answer. Ask for help. We want to help. Let something go. Savor something small. Notice one quiet gratitude. Our Unitarian Universalist faith teaches us that every person is worthy of love, is worthy of care. Every person is worthy of compassion, worthy of liberation, and that includes you. You are part of an interdependent web, not because of what you produce, but because you are here, because you exist, because you are part of this community and this world. So may we move through this season, not with speed, but with presence. Not with pressure, but with tenderness. Not with what the world demands, but with what our hearts deserve. Faith is hope in practice, so let us practice together, just as the leaves trusted and practiced falling. May we slow down enough to notice the ember, to honor the threshold, and to trust the path and the pace we are walking. Blessed be, may it be so. Thank you, and amen.